Hello you lovely people, I'm Sarah and I'm going to do this. It's kind of a sausage bake recipe, I guess you'd call it. It's just really super simple and it's the kind of thing that appeals to me because it's got all the stuff that I would normally have in the pantry, but it's very adaptable. You can adjust it with whatever herbs and spices you want, add veggies and don't, whatever. It's just one of those standard kind of family pleasing type recipes. When it comes to the amounts, just judge by your family. I'm doing about 10 sausages. I'm putting about 10 sausages in this. There's 5 of us. So, and also what depends what type of sausages you want to use and your budget. I'm kind of using proper sausages, but you can absolutely just use some cheap pre-cooked sausages. Just slice them instead of squeezing the meat out like I'm going to do. So we're going to start by heating up some oil in the pan, throwing the sausages in there. Just take them out of the pan and add whatever veggies you're going to put in there. An onion is recommended, but you can either put more veggies on the side of this or have it like a one-pot dinner and have a ton of veggies in there. It's your call. Personally, I like to make one dish type dinners. It just makes it so much easier to dish up. But so I've got some broccoli that needs using that's going to go in there. I'm going to dice up some carrot and put that in there. I've got a wee bit of cabbage that I need to use up, so I'm going to put a few things in there. Onion is recommended. A couple of teaspoons of garlic before you go in there, with either 1 or 2 tins of crushed tomatoes, depending on quantity and how many people you're feeding. So now we're going to put the sausages back into the pan, along with a can of lentils, or some pre-cooked lentils, just nice brown ones. 1 teaspoon of either balsamic vinegar or apple cider vinegar, and a couple of teaspoons of brown sugar. Just brings that all together nicely. And also you can add a teaspoon or 2 of whatever herbs, mixed herbs, or if you fancy basil, oregano, whatever kind of herbs you've got, feel free, chuck them in. Bit of salt and pepper to taste if you like. So next I'm just going to mix up some breadcrumbs and some grated cheese, however much you want. I will not dictate to you how much cheese you need to use. Cheese, like chocolate, is measured by the heart. For breadcrumbs, I don't actually buy pre-made breadcrumbs or anything. If I've got like some crusts of my homemade bread that are just starting to, get a bit like that, I grate them. I grate them and either use them, or you can grate them and throw them in the freezer. Just put them in a bag or something. They're quite free-flowing when you take them out of frozen breadcrumbs. So yeah, so some breadcrumbs, some grated cheese mixed together, sprinkle it on top, and then throw it in the oven, about 180 degrees, however much. You just want to bake it so that it goes all nice and bubbly together, the top goes nice and crispy. And of course with the mixture, before you put the cheese and breadcrumbs on, taste and adjust. If the flavours are a bit strong, you can add a little bit of water in there, mix it up. Just whatever, add a bit more salt, pepper, a bit more herbs. You know what you like. I can't tell you what you like. I could, but I'd probably be wrong. So I mean, there we go. That is a plate full of reasonably cheap, nutritious, yummy stuff. It'd be wrong if I didn't have a taster. That's pretty good. It is just nice, simple, tomatoey, garlicky, herby, sausagey. There we go, crowd pleaser. Hit like, leave me a comment down below, hit subscribe. Apparently they're introducing some kind of strange hype button down there if you're viewing this on a cell phone. I don't know, I only watch it on my desktop, so feel free to press that as well if it's down there. But anyway, we'll catch you next week. Bye.